It all started in a small village, far into the woods, where lived a mom, a dad, with their 2 children, a boy and a girl. The dad did these amazing glass pieces, but no one bought them. Until one day, in the land called Wishful Town, where it lived a queen. She wished she had 2 children, a boy and a girl. So she sent one of her men to buy all of the glass pieces. The mom and the dad was so happy for all of the money that they didn't realize their children was gone. And everything fell apart. You don't realize that love means more than wishes and money before you have lost it.
Ser du träden för all skog, det vackraste av moder jord, njuter av var dag som den sista. Ser du glaset som halvfullt, oberörd utav tumult, motgångar de tänder en gnista. Natten har dess blåa stunder, kom mirakel, kom ett under, vägen blir diffus i månens ljus. Men så känner du hur elden börjar spira djupt i själen, varför väntar du? Lev här och nu, tiden den springer bort, och ibland blir det märkbart, så kristallklart.
Hi guys! Today I did this inspired makeup from the Nordic Tales, the glass blower's children. So if you want to know how I did this makeup, then just keep on watching. I will begin to put a latex where the crown will be. And then I use a wax that I heat up between my fingers. I roll the wax to a fat worm, like this. I push the wax to the head and use my fingers to blend it into the skin. Now in hindsight, I realized that I should have made this step last, because it was so hot in my studio that the wax was starting to melt off. So I recommend to do this at the end. If the wax is starting to stick to your fingers, then just wipe them to a NYX Begun Makeup Remover Wipe. It is now time for the face, and I start to add NYX Pore Filler Primer. I put it in the T-zone and in the places I have large pores to get a smooth base. Then I go on with a NYX Stay Matte but Not Flat foundation. I will begin to lay the foundation with my fingers, and then I push it in with a damp sponge, which in my opinion gives the best results. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going to take NYX Nude Matte Shadow in the color Lap Dance all over my lid to get a clean base. Before I start to do the eye makeup, I will do my brows, and I am using NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade in the color Brunette. And I am going to do my brows like I normally do, just a tiny bit sharper and more intense. To darken and set my brows in place, I'm going to take NYX Stack Lush Lashes Mascara, and I comb through my brows to see more of the hairs. Then I'm going to take the NYX Eye Shadow Base-White, but I'm not going to have it like a base, I just wanted to frame my brows with a white color to make it pop. It is time for the eye makeup, and I am going to take NYX Avant Pop Palette, and I am starting with a purple shade down in the right corner. And I want the whole look to be sharp as a piece of glass, so I start to do like a V shape under the front of my brow, and then slowly fade in towards the lid. And I'm using the NYX brush number 20, which is like a thin lip brush. Then I'm taking the pink peach color, second last in the upper row, to further blend the edges of the purple color, to make the transition even smoother. Then I'm going in with a NYX Nude Matte Shadow in the color Skinny Dip, which is a dark purple color, and I use this color to sharpen the edges even more. Now we are going to make a wing with NYX Nude Matte Shadow in the color Strip to Nude. It is a real black matte shadow, And I'm starting to make a line against my lashes, and then I make a long line up towards the end of my brow. And then I make a line from the tip and back into the crease, and then start to fade the color from the wing towards the lid space. And I'm doing this with a small angle NYX brush number 18. Then I'm going back to the dark purple skinny dip and repeat the steps I did under my eyebrows to give a nice transition. And back to the purple shade with a fluffy NYX brush number 13. And of course the pink peach shade also to connect all of the colors. If you have lost some of the intensity in the other colors, just go back over them again until you're happy with the result. To give the look more edges, I use the NYX 2 Timer felt tip liner to make a point in the inner corner of my eyes. Then I take the pen again but flip it around, because there's a cold pencil liner on the other side. And I tightline my upper and lower waterline and also rub it between my lower lashes and underneath to get more intensity to the eyes. Going back to the matte black eyeshadow Stripped Nude to set the kohl liner from moving around and connect the black underneath with a wing. And we're doing it again. Take the dark purple shade Skinny Dip and blend the edges of the black. And yes, you guessed it. Take the purple shade from the Avant Pop Palette and really smoke it underneath your eyes. Time for lashes, and I'm starting with NYX Eyelash Curler to give my lashes a nice lift. And then I take NYX More to Love Lush Lashes Mascara. I really love this mascara because it makes my lashes so long. And of course do we need some lashes, and I am using NYX Wicked Lashes in the style Jezebel. I love this kind of lashes when it starts short in the inner corner and be longer towards the end. It opens and elongates the eyes. Of course, the Glass Queen needs some fierce contouring, so I take the NYX Wonder Stick and I'm using the highlighting end first, and I put it under my eyes, on the chin, on my cupid's bow, bridge on my nose and also a little bit on the forehead. Then I flip it over and take the darker side and contour under my lip and around my nose. I blend out the highlight areas with a sponge. And the contour areas with the NYX brush number 9. We now need to set the cream contour with a powder, and I am using NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Palette, and I mix Soft Light and Cream, the second and the third color on the upper row, and I am using these powders on the highlighted areas. I go back to the Wonder Stick again and use the contour side to carve out my cheekbones. And then of course blend it out. To further intense the contour, I take the color Sculpt, the second last in the bottom row. I place this powder under my cheekbones, under my lip, around my nose with the NYX number 6 brush, which fits perfect under my cheekbones. It is time for the highlights, and I am using the only shimmer highlight in the palette, and it is called Ice Queen. I put a lot of it on the highest points of my face to get that shiny look as a glass piece. Now when it is clean under my eyes, I am going back to the pink peach color from the Avant Pop palette and blend some more under my eyes. Then I use NYX Prismatic shadow in the color Girl Talk, which is a pink shimmer highlight shade, and I put this shadow in the inner corner of my eyes. I really love all of the Prismatic shadows, they have such good pigmentation. It is now time for the lips, and I am using NYX Liquid Suede Cream lipstick in the color Amethyst. And I am going to start doing like a heart shape, but with harder edges, as you can see here. And I'm doing this with a lip brush for more precision. When I do the sides of the upper lip, I'm going to leave like a line. It is quite difficult to explain, but at the end it's going to look like a V in the middle of the lips. I go back with the applicator to make the color more intense. Then I take the NYX Wonder pencil in the color Light and sharpen the lines even more to really make it stand out. To get the fake glass pieces on the side of my face, I took a CD and just cut it with a scissor. I did random shapes and sizes. Then I took a lash glue and started to place them between my eyebrows. And then I did like a pattern along my face, neck and shoulder. Just be creative. On the other side I just placed 3 pieces because I wanted more attention on one side. Before I do the glass crown, I did my hair and I used Redken Power Grip 03 and placed it into the roots and wiggled with my finger through the hair to get the volume. I did this all around the hairline. Now when we only have used cold colors, I wanted to bring in some of the warm tones also. So I took some gold leaf and placed a stripe down the middle of my hair, and I pressed it down with a NYX brush number 3. I also took the gold leaf like a triangle underneath my eyes to get a more completed look. And last but not least, the crown. I have taken some real glass pieces and placed them out like I wanted to. Some bigger, some smaller, in different shapes. But as I said at the beginning, the wax was so warm here and the glass too heavy, so the wax was starting to release from the edges. But as I say, you learn from your mistakes. And now the look is complete. I just added some glass pieces in my ears and some jewelry in my nose. I really hope you liked my Nordic tale, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. You can find all of the products that I used in the description box down below. So have a great time until we hear and see each other on my next video. Bye!